All right. So looking here at Bitcoin, the thing that I'm really concerned with is that it's not getting above this high here, and momentum starting to slow down. With sequence span A and B are flat, Kijun's flat, Tinkin's flat. So we're at a standstill right here, and price is failing to get above 42,000. So that's what I'm really concerned with. Coming to the daily chart, using the time theory, if we cannot get above this 42,000 threshold, price is going to start dropping, and it'll make a double top, which will take us first to the 19,000 level if we do break underneath this cloud, and even further down here if we continue to break. Now, the reason why I have it down here into the 12,000, 13,000 level is because this is just rumor that I'm going off of, not necessarily saying that this is the case, but someone privately messaged me on Twitter saying that after the XRP gets cleared from the SEC, if they do, they're gonna start coming after XLM and Bitcoin. So if that's the case, I see Bitcoin taking a hit, and if Bitcoin takes a hit, money is going to flow into XRP, which will drop Bitcoin prices lower. So this is where I'm going to target Bitcoin dropping down to overall, if that's the case. So that's just rumor. But for the meantime, I do see Bitcoin moving lower, coming down to here. I want to show you the 15. This was the in-wave structure that I saw last night, midnight actually, down here for prices moving lower. We already hit two targets, so that's what I'm liking there. Here it's making its next in wave, so we might come down to this level here, or maybe even the E level, which is here, this next one-to-one ratio right here. So that's why I have Bitcoin coming down to for now, just based off the 15-minute time frame. Looking at the hour time frame, it's weak as well. Chiku spends underneath price, had a Kijun bounce there. Uh, then also prices underneath the cloud, and we have a bearish twist and a bearish future cloud as well. So just now we're just waiting on the signal and the confirmation. If you're trading this with the Williams percent R, I would wait for it to come underneath the -80 and possibly short there. So wherever that's gonna be at, it may be here or wherever it's gonna be at. But that's gonna be a short to the downside. And also the ADXDI is saying that the momentum is very strong on the bearish side of the market. So bears are definitely in this market, and the momentum is in favor of the bears from what I'm seeing here. So I'm not gonna take any long positions. I will look for shorts for Bitcoin. I will take a look at XRP. Let's see. XRP, same thing. It's bearish. Everything's underneath the cloud. We actually might have a signal for XRP right now. Let me check. I would probably wait for this hour candle to close first just to confirm. Span B is angled down. Span A is flat. Chico span's underneath price. So price is looking very bearish here as well. Let's take a look. Momentum is to the downside. It's just right here. This line is saying that it's still in consolidation. So maybe on the 5-minute time frame or 15, prices may be consolidating here, but there's no signal to take a short yet. Coming down to the 15-minute time frame, let's take a look. Yeah, price is moving sideways, and let's see 5-minute as well. Yeah, price is moving sideways here as well. Even though it's saying that we have a bullish future, this is still flat. So this market is moving flat. So I would not even jump in here yet. I would wait for the confirmation on the hour time frame. This smaller time frame is not giving you a good clue on what the market's trying to do. So I don't like that here for XRP. So I am going to lean more to the downside. Also, using the time theory, if this holds true, ooh, this is going to be an interesting one. Price could definitely come back down into the 26, 25 cent level based off the fractals, especially after breaking that 36 level. So we'll see. And also, if you look here, let's take a closer look. We do have a mother stick candle range, which is between the 36 cent range to 49 cents, these two red lines here. So we're just ranging between here anyway. So we're just bouncing in here. So until we break this mother stick candle range, whether it be bullish or bearish, we'll have to see if it breaks this way or breaks down this way. But right now there's no confirmation for neither. But here's the thing, we have Hinka B using the time theory, so we should get an answer by the 9th. So by the 9th, we'll see if the market breaks to the downside or breaks to the upside here. So that's what I'm looking for XRP. Let's see, and I'll show you guys Ethereum. Let's see what Ethereum's looking like here. Haven't looked at Ethereum yet. Let's see. So Ethereum is flat right now. Well, actually, this is span A is up, B is flat. So this is kind of good. Only thing I don't like is the Tinkerson is flat while Kijun is up. So this is going to be a flat market or start turning into a flat market if we do not get above the 1700 level. So that's something to pay attention to as well. I definitely see it falling back into these fractal levels and probably back into this zone. Let's confirm that on the smaller chart. So we have a bearish cross on the 4-hour chart. So what may happen here, we may get this this first leg down and then a pullback and then start coming down into here like this and form our N wave. That's what I'm saying. But we don't have that confirmation in the cloud yet, so can't really say. So maybe price may want to range a little bit to start forming that cloud, that bearish cloud, and then we'll get a clearer answer. And then looking here on the 1-hour time frame, we're already bearish. So this is already signs that we are bearish. So we may actually just make an I wave to the downside, just straight down here. No confirmation yet. The momentum is in favor of the bears as well on the hour time frame. So bears do have control on the smaller time frame. So that's why you would want to look for your trade. Also here, there is no signal yet based off the Williams percent R. We need a break underneath the -80 or move up and break underneath -20. So we don't have that yet. So just sit tight and be patient if you're going to trade Ethereum. Ethereum is also bearish, so only look for bearish trades on XRP, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. So there's no reason why you should be bullish right now unless you're trading the higher time frames. But right here, there's no bullish momentum. All right. So that being said, I will take you guys' requests. If you have requests right now, what you want me to look at, tell me so we can look at some trades. There is some good opportunities setting up. So let me actually flag these. Let me flag that. So I got these flagged as well, so we could start looking for some trades. Let's see, Miss Jacqueline, Birds, Jade, Ali Bear. Do y'all have anything that y'all want to look at?
Yeah, can we look at Euro Gold?
Euro Gold, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, look at Euro Gold.
Yeah, I'm about to get off here, homie. I got homework to do.
All right, man.
All right, bro. Hey, you guys have a great day.
You too.
You too have a great one. All right, God bless, brother.
God bless you too.
Sorry, it's gold euro.
Oh, gold euro. Okay, I said gold euro. I keep on messing up. Okay, so it's not coming up.
Exit, yeah, EUR.
Okay, there we go. Oando, all right. Bet. Let's see. Let's take a look at the daily. So last time we looked at it was up in here, in these areas. I forgot what we said when we looked at this. So I'm going to just go ahead and clear this off. I don't know what's going on. This is definitely a ranging market for sure. There's no disputing that.
Okay.
So here, this is actually easy to trade now that I'm looking at this because all you're going to do, you're not even going to use Ichimoku on this. Yeah, you're definitely not going to use Ichimoku on this. Actually, this is saying to buy now. So when market opens up, you may want to look for a buy here.
Okay.
And
Stop loss below the fractals.
right, because this is how you're gonna trade it. You're not gonna use Ichimoku. You're gonna trade it in a range. So you're gonna use price actions, because you see we had a hammer here, and then the market moved up. We had the evening star here. The market moved down. Now we're having a tweezer bottom here, so we're starting to look for bullish pressure to the upside. So when you have these type of markets, you don't want to use Ichimoku. You just want to trade price action and use the William percent R. Here it already gave you a buy signal right here.
Okay.
So once the market opens up for gold euro, you may want to put in some buys. Now targets, I have no idea because I have to look on where that's gonna go. So let me go to the smaller time frame and take a look. Actually, let me do this real fast. All right, there we go. All right, so this is the range. Let's see. Let me actually put the Ichimoku on real quick. Yeah, and then you have a C clamp right there too on the 4 hour. So this may be bullish from here. Let me go to the 1 hour. 1 hour is looking interesting. 1 hour is getting bullish as well, as far as breaking above the cloud. So what you're gonna look for here, if you're gonna trade with Ichimoku, is definitely going to be on the lower time frames.
Okay.
And I'll show you why. Let me take that off real quick. So here you had, let's see, let's make sure we have everything. So we had a bullish cross, then we have a bearish cross. You don't want to take this here because you have a bearish cross. You want to wait for a bullish cross, so we might range a little bit more on the 1 hour time frame. So wait for that. Chiku spent is above price, so that's a good sign. You just don't have price above the Kumo yet. So you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer here. Maybe monitor it or set alerts at these some levels so you could come back to it. You don't want to just stay at the computer, but you want to take the Kumo breakout here. So on either the 1 hour or the 15-minute. So 15-minute, let's see, 15-minute is saying it's a buy right now. Except, nope, actually I take that back. The reason why, because even though Chiku Span is free, we have a bearish cross right there. So it's not a strong signal. It can still work out, and you can get this in-wave structure here. So which will take us somewhere up here. But I would be very cautious here. And then if you look here, the momentum is starting to get in favor of the bulls.
Okay.
And then here, you do have a buy signal right there. You would have bought on this candle. You would have been in profit right now. But that was on Friday's close. So that would have been kind of tough to catch if you weren't watching this. But I would wait. Depending on what time frame you want to trade, I would monitor the 1 hour time frame, the 15.
Okay.
All right. So that's what I will look at for this. All right. So anything else? Anybody have anything they want to look at?
USD JPY.
USD JPY. Let's go. Let's see. USD JPY. I don't even have that on my list. Okay, here we go. It's here. There we go. Got it. Ooh, this is looking good. Okay, so far I like this. I don't even know why I have this little box here. I'll have to check that later. But let's see. So far, okay, here we go. So we do have some resistance right now. If you look here at this flat area of the cloud, we got this. So I'll mark that. And I'll mark this part right there. So we do have some resistance here. So we have a small little resistance zone. And honestly, I could actually put it here. Because you see how price, couldn't get past this fractal level here. So you see immediately rejected. Also, price is far away from the key June as well. So we may do a pullback here just based off the daily chart, which is what I like. Which is actually fine. Overall, it's still bullish because we might get this structure here, come back down and start moving back up. Because when you get this, the market needs to make a impulsive move, then a correction, then another impulsive move, then a correction. So we may get a correction here from what it's showing us. So it may come back to Tinkerson, the Kijisen, or the cloud, and also even this fractal level right here. So this is an area that you may want to start paying attention to. So let me do this as well. So yeah, this zone may be where you want to watch the market fall down to. Okay, so this was that box. Okay, so here, looking at the 4-hour chart, let's see, span B is flat, A is up, but we have a bearish engulfing candle as well. So two things could happen here. We could still move higher, which is not going to be too, it may do this, come to Kijun and start ranging like this. Now that is possible. Other thing is it could come here to Kijun and push higher, which will continue the uptrend off the daily market, daily time frame. 4-hour ADX is still saying we are strong to the upside, so I might change my tune there. We just don't have a signal here on the 4-hour time frame to go higher. If you want to trade this on the 4-hour chart, wait for the signal. So this is the two signals that you would get with the Williams %R. What will happen is price will come underneath the -80, then come back up. When it comes back above the -80, that's a buy. But if that doesn't happen, what's going to either happen is it's going to come up to the -20, and then you'll get your buy at that 20 signal. But make sure the candle closes before you even put that trade in. All right. But it's looking strong to the upside just based off the daily and the 4-hour. 1 hour, let's take a look. 1 hour is in a range, which is why the 4-hour span B, secret span B, was saying it's flat. So we are in a range here on the 1 hour. Let's see. Yeah, this is dead here. Yeah, this is dead here too. If I were you, I would just wait on the 4-hour for confirmation. See how the market opens up first. But this is looking bullish overall. For the long term, this is bullish. But right now, I would wait to trade this. And if you want like bigger profits, 4-hour time frame. If you want like quicker profits, I would monitor the 15 and the 15 minute and the 1 hour. Because if you look here on the 15-minute time frame, it's saying it's bearish. You see? Bearish. You just got to signal the short at the end of the market close on Friday. So right there, you got your short. Let's see. Everything's pointing down on the 15-minute.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, though. This is the scary thing about this. So this is why you got to take the cloud off and realize that the market's in a range here. Like this may be a clean break, but depending on how the market opens up, what could happen is very easy. This could come up and that'll be a buy right there if this comes above the -80. And then you could buy that to the upside. So this is going to be an interesting market when it opens up. I don't want to jump the gun here. Market is still very strong to the upside just based off the higher time frames. That's why I'm leaning more bullish. But this is a ranging market. So I would take caution of that.
Get over here.
So that's what I see for USD JPY. This one actually took a lot more analysis. So, and also here's the cool thing about this. So this was the rally, and this could be the base here. So you could either get the next rally to the upside or the drop to the downside, which will come about right in here. So we'll be looking at this area. So we'll see how this plays out. We don't know it until it breaks officially out of this range. I'm still saying bullish overall, but short-term profits, that's fine to take a short or look for a potential short. Any other pairs y'all want to look at? Forex, crypto, stocks.
Did you look at silver?
Yeah, let me take a look at
Are
silver.
you leaving?
It's been a minute since we looked at silver. Let's take a peek at that. Oh, that's gold. My bad. Here we go. All right, here we go. We got some silver action. All right, let's see. I need to clean this off. All right, there we go. Let's see. Silver.
What's the other for?
So silver is
How
looking.
much more you want me to move over? I just moved over.
Hey, you're not on mute. So looking at silver, let's see. Silver just broke that trend line, which is pretty good. Let's see. The only thing I don't like with silver is where Chiku spans at and stuck inside price. Let me make sure. Yeah, it's above, but it's still not clean above the price. So that is something that's concerning. Also, something to be cautious of here is that the price is underneath both the Tinkinson and the Kijun, and this is flat here on the daily. So there's no trade here on the daily time frame, so I'm not even going to look at it. The 4-hour time frame is bearish. The only thing I don't like is how this is formed, which is very ugly, and I don't like that. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to mark it this high, fractal level. Actually, I'm going to do a mini zone. About right there. This is also flat too, but we are bearish. Chiku spans underneath price for sure. Price is underneath the cloud. We have a bearish cloud. Not really a strong cloud, but it's still bearish here. Momentum is flat here. This line is underneath the 25 level, so this is flat. So this is actually an ugly market to trade, actually. Hold on a second. Let's go to the 1 hour. 1 hour is a little bit cleaner. We had a bullish cross, and we're in another cross zone. So what is happening right here is this is what I see. This market is ranging as well. So what you would want to do here, you wouldn't even trade Ichimoku. You would trade it just like a range here. So here, if it breaks outside of this box, you're definitely going to take a buy, because look here on the 1 hour time frame, it's saying momentum is bullish, but the higher time frame is in a range. So you're going to have to be careful here. Another thing, if it does break this, we got another one. Let's do this. We got a drop, a base, and we could get that potential rally to the upside, which will take us to that $30 level, or we'll get a drop to the downside, which will take us to 23 or less, or maybe even down in here 24. So I'll be cautious here. Trade it like a range. Don't trade it with Ichimoku. Trade it as a range.
Okay.
And look for price action around these tops and bottoms, because right now it's not convincing to take a strong buy or sell signal.
Okay.
Because especially if it's not breaking this resistance here or this support, this is definitely a ranging market. So trade it as that. Sometimes you just have to know whether to use Ichimoku or not. Ichimoku is more specifically designed for a trending market.
Right.
You can use it in a range, but you'll use it in a smaller chart. But right now it's saying that the market is in a range. So I'd be very cautious. Even though signals are strong here, I'd be cautious because you can't just rely on indicators alone. That being said, here, if you come to the lower time frame, you see if with Ichimoku, you see that it is going a little bearish as far as the TK cross. Still bullish over the cloud, but you gotta be careful. We're in a TK zone. If we get a bearish cross here, that's something that you have to be careful about. And also look how the cloud is forming right here as well. So you gotta be careful with that. And then look here. Let me take this off real quick. Right there. The cloud is bearish. Chiku spans above price or slightly above price, but I wouldn't count that. This is still inside price. It's not clean above the price. So be careful here. It's not saying that it can't still move up. It's just you got to be cautious in these areas. Let's see. This is gaining momentum. to the upside. The only thing is this is underneath the 25 level, which is still suggesting that the bulls, that is still a ranging market. Now, until this is clean over the 25, that's going to be a stronger signal in confirmation that this is a bullish market. But like I said, this is a range. If we zoom out, this is definitely a ranging market. So I would be cautious and wait for silver.
Okay.
Let's see. Any other pairs? Any other pairs? Any other pairs?
I'm just curious, bud. What your Bitcoin short? Where do you see the entry, and what confirmations do you need for the Bitcoin short?
So for the Bitcoin
Sorry.
short, let me show you. Let's
I
go.
know you've gone over it already.
Got you. So okay, so this is how Bitcoin. So this is how I enter the market. I use fractals for one, and I use the Tinkerson and Keeson in the cloud for entry points. So one of the strategies that I use is the Key June bounce, which is this blue line. All right. So this is how I entered in this trade here. It was a Key June bounce, so it acts as a support or resistance, but in this case, it acted as a resistance level. So with the Ichimoku system, it uses dynamic support and resistance, which is support and resistance that moves over time. So right here would have been an entry. We're looking for a bounce off of that line or bounce off this level. So same thing that's going on here. We're looking at a bounce off this red line or a break at that level. But for this instance, we're looking for more for a bounce to the downside. So that's going to be the entry level based off that. But the thing is, there's no signal yet. So it will look something like this. And then it moves to the downside. Now, we don't know if it's going to break here or and do this, because it could still do this as well, which is why I'm looking at this fractal, these fractal levels here. So here could come to the cloud, and we could get a bounce off the cloud. So that's what I'm have to be patient for. This is how you trade Ichimoku. You want to look for bounces and breaks, and look for price action. It trades very well with price action, and that's how you get bigger profits with the Ichimoku system. Look for the bounces, and then it tells you when to take to close your trade. So if we were looking at it on the 15-minute time frame, from this entry point where I said this was the entry here, you would have had to exit the trade until this point anyway, because it's telling you don't get out of the trade until it crosses again. All right, so we got our cross here. All right, so that's how we did that. And another thing is right in here, if you're using the more intricate, like advanced system of Ichimoku, the wave theory, yeah, you wouldn't get out until one of these targets anyway. So I'm still thinking that the market's going to come lower, but we haven't got that confirmation yet. So that's how you would enter in on this. Hope that made sense.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. Thanks.
No problem. Let's see another pair y'all want to look at. Any other pair? Any other pair?
Euro USD.
Euro USD. Let's take a look. I'm so sad I missed this. Oh no, this was last week's trade. I remember now, because Bert had asked for this one. We said it's coming up to here, because that daily time frame, I remember. Here it is. So you see how it's getting weak here. We're not officially bearish yet, not official. So what may end up happening, we may come up a little bit more and then start looking to the downside. This is actually looking strong for the dollar for now, which is very interesting. Or maybe it's just a short-term correction, but we'll see. But right now, this is coming back to this fractal level, and this is where we're going to want to look for to take the trade at. Looking here, momentum is bearish. Only thing that's kind of not strong confirmation because this is underneath the 25, so it's still ranging on the lower time frames. So no confirmation on the daily, because we're looking to go short on the daily. Now let's see, 1 hour time frame that we were looking at. It's still bullish on the 1 hour chart. We just have to get past this level here first. Once we get past this level, which is at $1.20 and a half. Once we get past there, I expect the market to come back into this. So I'm bullish on the lower time frames, bearish on the higher time frame. So this will be probably the target for only like 27 pips. Now, if you want that, that's fine. That's not really huge, but profit is profit. And the other thing I'm a little concerned with is the reason why we are starting to lose momentum based off that higher time frame. Market needs to make a pullback. So we might get the pullback first, then a move up. So we may do this, come back into this territory, then move up higher. And then that's when we'll start to see that correction to the downside. This here is where we're looking at for the daily time frame. For now, the lower time frame, this is the move that I'm looking at. But like I said, we don't have that fully yet. You just got to go by what you see. You can't go by what you feel. And I could still be wrong. We could still move up higher, then come up here, then come down first. So the reason why I'm betting that it may do a short-term correction is because look where the key june's at and look how far it is away from price. This is going to act as a magnet for price, which is about 47 pips away from key june. So that's not a good sign. That's the market's out of equilibrium there. So we definitely may do a pullback into this zone here and then continue to the upside. So I'm going to go with that pullback first. And you see here, we're starting to flatten out. Let me see if there's any divergence. And there actually is a little bit of divergence. This is coming down right there, while this is going to the upside. So we do have some bearish divergence that's coming into this market. So we will probably see a bearish move anyway. Just don't have the confirmation yet. You got to be patient for those confirmations. Another thing is, let's see. I wouldn't get in here yet. We don't have a bearish TK crossover. When we get that bearish TK crossover, then I'll be more likely to take a short to the downside, but not yet. Not yet anyways. Let me see. Let me put this line here on the 15. So yeah, this is our resistance right now on the 15 in the hour. So we'll see how price does here. I'm leaning towards the market moving lower. We might just range for the first, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, maybe even the first 2 hours of the market open when it opens at 4 o'clock. I don't know what time it opens for you since you're in Canada. What time is it? What time does the Forex market open for you guys in Canada?
Oh, 5:30.
Oh, 5:30? Okay. So around 5:30, maybe later, maybe like 7 p.m. your time or 8 p.m. your time, we'll see this market either start to range here and then start to decline. But we'll see. I would monitor this. Keep an alert around this area. I would put alerts at this fractal level and at this high here. And that's where I would monitor it, just so you could, stay away from the computer. You don't want to be at the computer just staring at the chart, because then you'll get bored, and yeah, it's not fun doing that. So set an alert here that comes to your phone. If you have TradingView on your phone, you could just open up the app and just see that. So yeah, that's what I would do. But this is starting to range here. Even everything here is starting to flatten out. So be careful here. And that bearish divergence is coming into the market as well. So I will watch that. And if you're going to trade that, wait for the TK crossover and then Williams percentile to signal you in. This you don't have to rely on, especially if there's bearish divergence, which is already showing that. So you already got your bearish divergence here. So you have to wait for that TK crossover. And for the next thing is for this to dip underneath the -20. And that'll be your entry into the market. And wherever that signals at, you would do a market execution and your stop loss probably up here above this fractal level. 10 pips, 20 pips maybe, and then you'll be in the market.
Okay, sounds good. So I have a question. How far does price need to get before it pulls back to Kijinsen? Like, is there a measurement, or like, how do you gauge that price is far enough away from Kijinsen that most likely it's going to retrace back?
Now this is that's funny you say that, because I remember when I was learning this, they say about 10 candles. All right. So you see how it's the market started from here. So they say 10 to 11 candles. All right. So if we measure this, let's say, and sometimes even 7, but about right here, if we go about 10 candles over, you see how at candle 10 the market's starting to pull back to the towards the Kijinsen.
Right.
So about 10 candles is where they say market wants to pull back to Kijinsen. So if we're starting from here, if we look at it from this fractal level, let's measure 10 candles over about right here. You see the market's already trying to come up at that point. So this is actually going up at the Tinkinson, but it could still pull up to Kijun, so we don't know.
Okay.
But it's always around 10.
Okay.
And I'm
Thanks, man. That was really helpful.
That. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So am I.
Yeah, that's something that a lot of Ichimoku traders don't really look at, but it is something that when you start, dabbling in this a lot more, you're like, okay, so how many candles until this? But yes, it's usually around 10. So I'm glad you asked that question. Now for crypto, I'm not sure. Crypto is a whole different animal, so I might have to test that on crypto and see. Let's see. Any other pairs I want to look at? Any other pairs?
Not from me. Not from me.
All right, all right. Miss Jacqueline, anything else?
US peso.
Ooh, US peso. That's a nice one. Let's see. Where is it? I'm gonna just go to my list. Here it is. There we go. Bam, right there. All right, so same scenario. This is very interesting. Chiku Spent is definitely above price. We are sitting right on the right on the Kijun, and we had a bullish TK crossover. We had a Kumo twist, which is bullish. So this is interesting. I don't like that bearish candle though. That's the only thing I don't like. So we're definitely gonna have to come to the smaller time frames to check out what's going on here. Let me mark this level as the Kijun level real quick, because this is what's gonna change the outcome of the market. So let's see how it looks on the 4-hour. So yeah, here it's a ranging market. So I don't think I need that. I don't know if I need that. Let's see. Here, let's see. Here, ooh, it's starting to get bearish here though. The only thing here that I do like, and I need to actually move this down probably right here. Yeah, right in there. The thing that I okay, I'll show you what I do and don't like here. So let me take this off. What I do like here is that this is a potential reversal area, because this is a support since it's a flat Kumo. I just don't like this is starting to get weak here. So we may get a slight pullback to this level and then drop, which could happen. Or we might have enough momentum to make a V wave, which will come down here and come back all the way to the top here. Now, don't know that yet. I would probably want to look at this on the smaller time frames. And then also you have an inverted hammer candlestick here as well. So let me take that off. We're trading it just like this. I will probably wait until the RC, not the RC, the Williams percentile comes back above the -80 for a buy, but we don't have that because you do have buy confirmation based off the price action here. And then also price is at a strong support level anyway. So that's something that I would look at as well. Let's see. Let's see. 1 hour is showing bearish signs. But let's see. Oh yeah, definitely showing some strong bearish signs here. You know what? This actually might change the bias of the market. This actually might push lower. Yeah, this actually might push lower. The only thing is, okay, so Chiku span is very free. So this is a strong sign that it may push lower. Price needs to break this Kijun level though. And it cannot break this high here. Because what will end up happening if it does, this will come and become a double bottom and start pushing up higher. But this is saying that the momentum's strong. I don't like how this is flat though, which means this is what's going to happen. Let me take this off so y'all can see it clearly. So what will happen once we break this fractal low? Span A is going to angle down and span B will follow it like this. So we'll get that movement if we break here. And then Kijun will angle down and the Tinkinson will angle down as well. So this will show strong momentum to the downside. Kijun may actually do this actually. So this is why I'm looking at the market probably going to the downside. Sorry, you guys, that was my niece. It was funny because she was knocking on the door saying she's going.
Yes, I did hear a knocking.
Yeah, I said, oh man, I'm like, let me hold it real quick. But yeah, the momentum is definitely towards the downside. Just don't have a signal. What you would want to wait for is this and a push lower. So you will get in on this confirmation right here. But we don't have that yet, so can't just go based off that. May have to get in on a smaller. Let's see. Let's see. And then wow, here is very bearish. A is pointing down. B is flat. Chiku span is free. Yeah, once we break this level here, this will angle to the downside. Kijun and Tinkinson will angle down like this. Yeah, this is looking pretty strong to the downside right now in the smaller time frame. Let's see. Same thing though, same exact thing. We need something like this. So you would enter in on the cross back over. We don't have that yet either. Oh man, this is gonna be a tricky one. Because the reason why you want to wait for that, even if it ends up being a good trade, the reason why you want to wait for that, because look, the market's in a secret range right here. So if you take this off, the market is ranging, and the market could easily trick you right here. Let's see, easily trick you, come back up here, and then if you put in a short here, you're gonna be feeling silly because it went back up. So you want to trade it probably up here for a short like this. But we'll see what happens here. All right, so that's what I have for the peso. I like it though. It's looking good. I'm gonna put a flag on this. I'm leaning short though for this one, just based off the momentum on the short 1 hour and the 15-minute time frame. All right. Any other pairs? Are we good?
Last one, if nobody has another one. Well, last one for me anyways, US 30, and that's it for me.
US 30. We'll finish out with US 30. Dirty 30. Oh man, dirty 30 is looking scary. Oh man, look at, okay, so we obviously cannot break this level here. We keep coming to it. So this in Kijun is flat, which is what I don't like here. I don't like this on the 4-hour time frame. It's not pretty. So what I'll do, I'll come to the 1-hour chart. Oh, even here is not pretty. Let me see if there's divergence. Oh yeah, there's some divergence here. Oh yeah, there's definitely divergence here. So yeah, there's bearish divergence. So this is actually gonna start coming down. So like I said, I don't know, I don't remember which one I was talking about earlier, but there was divergence on it. Wait for that bearish TK crossover. Wait for the Williams percentile to come above the negative 80 or negative 20, then dip underneath, because I do think it's going to come back above it until we get that TK crossover. So wait for the TK crossover first, which is going to be bearish. That'll give you the first confirmation. You already have bearish divergence, so that's already 2 confirmations. And then let's see, you just need a third one with the Williams percent R to confirm, but I don't see that yet, so I don't want to jump the gun here. And then looking here, the momentum for the bulls is starting to die because this is underneath the negative. This is underneath 25. So I would wait. And then if you want to get in early, you know, that's up to you. But the 15-minute time frame is starting to look a little bearish as well. It's just it's in a range because Chiku Span's stuck in here, so I wouldn't even jump in yet. And be careful because US 30 is a tricky one when it comes to movement. Here it shows that it was a bearish twist, but I mean a bullish twist, but it's underneath the 25, so it's a weak one. So if you're going to enter in, I would prefer you wait on the hour time frame for a stronger confirmation. Stronger, yeah, definitely a strong confirmation here. And then look, this market is still failing to break above here. So if I were you, wait on the hour to confirm. This could change at any time, but I still in favor of the market moving lower. Let me check that weekly chart. Yeah, weekly chart is pretty thick. Whenever you get a cloud like this thick, this usually means that the market may start pulling down. And then let's see. Daily chart is, let's see. Even though we might get a bullish TK crossover here, it's still failing to get above this level. So there's so many things that could go right and wrong here. Let's see, momentum. Bears is definitely taking this market. This is saying that the market's in a range. And yeah, you could tell just by looking at this line, you could tell the market's been in a range. Once it crossed underneath 25, it's been in range since here, which was about right there. Yeah, the market's been ranging here from this point on. So from here to here, you can see the market's been in a range. So I would have touched this on the higher time frames. I would definitely look at the 1 hour, 15-minute, maybe 4 hour, not even 4 hour. I would look at the 1 hour and the 15 for entries. Then that's all I have for US 30. All right.
Sounds good.
All right. So that is all for now. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. If not, we will go ahead and close out this class.
No, thank you, man. Appreciate your help.
No problem. No problem.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers and peace. All right. God bless you guys. I will see you guys on Tuesday for class, and we will look at some we'll look at some pairs, but we're also gonna go over some new stuff as well.